honestly has not gotten any warmer. Oh my God, it broke. It broke. It broke. You can't fix broke. I was gonna show you how to do this, but that's broken. That's not normal. Dare you to do that. I mean, I was telling you, it is cold. Things break when it's cold. I'm bringing that back to Lowe's, and I'll act like a psycho customer. Let me talk to your manager. I needed a beer anyways. So in this video, I'm gonna start framing, and I say start because I'm not gonna finish framing the walls, but I'm telling you, it is so cold out right now that I'm going to get, what's that word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, inebriated. I might have said it right. I'm fine if I said it wrong. But this video, I guarantee you, is going to be a shit show. There's going to be very little educational information in the video, but I'm going to do my best. So if you guys remember, I did a rain catchment system on my tiny house, and I never hooked the gutter up, and I never hooked the downspout up, and so I've got to fill my tanks with a garden hose that runs from the barn to here. But it's been below freezing for literally like 3 days. Not normal for North Carolina. So there's just ice in the hose, because you know, I didn't think, oh wow, that was promising. Keeps making noise like it's on its way. So I'm running low on water, so I need this to start spraying. So when you hear me scream of joy, that means it went above freezing. It's not going to today. And tomorrow's supposed to be brutally horrible tomorrow too. But any words, the plates are all laid out. I'm ready to start framing. First thing I need to do is get my vapor barrier all set up to run underneath the walls and up onto the inside. So I'm gonna show you how to do that so it would best help you, maybe? I don't know. So the average person would think, you know, like, yeah, let's just fold this up like this, put that like that, you know, let's wrap a little Christmas present. Amen. And then give it to little Timmy and he'll be happy. We'll just staple that down and be good. But no, because this needs to fold up like this, and then this needs to fold up. And look, it's stuck underneath here. So you'd have to cut and then tape. So, you ready? This back piece, we're going to take it, pull it tight like this. I'm going to fold this piece, and I want this right here to go right through that crosshair from that point. We'll bring this like that. That like that. Maybe. I don't know what the hell I'm doing at this point. Maybe I'll get better with time. Maybe. If I know. I'm gonna get my beer.
You never taught me how to get beer.
Can you just go get it?
The cap is off. I will spill it. And then I'll drink it. And then you'll have a drunk dog.
Come here. Get over here. Come here. Come here. I need that. I need it.
No, you're not having it.
Give it to me. Leave it.
You never taught me any of these words that you speaking.
Peanut, I need that. It's cold. Peanut, oh shit.
You taught me that.
No, I need it. No, I need it. Ow! All right, let's do this again. Maybe we can come up with a better method. Listen, I'm just gonna come up like an inch and cut straight out, maybe right to that point, and then from here I'm gonna go straight up. We'll take that out. This folds down this way. This needs to be taped. Oh my God, that's so confusing. One day that'll all make sense. I'll put a staple here, maybe here, and right here. Just tape that before you put a wall on it. Fix this. There's 20 different ways of doing this. Go, want some?
No, Dad. Yeah, no, I'm underage. You're a bad influence. I want your glove. Give me your glove.
I'll raise this one up. I'll raise that one up unsheeted. I'll figure a way out to get it up. I always have. You have misunderstood what I was saying. That's too much work, though. I'm a minimalist, meaning I like to do as minimal work as possible. So in order for me to frame these above those wheels, I need to stack 5 blocks. So I'm gonna do 4 blocks with a stud across it, all the way across on both sides. That's a lot of material. I don't think I have the material that's needed to do what I'm saying I wanna do, but I'm gonna give it a try. And I need this in the middle because I only have Oh God, it ain't gonna work. So basically what I've made is something that's gonna fail miserably halfway through the project, and I'm gonna curse a lot. I have made a deck, kind of, a place for my studs to sit. So I did miscount how many studs I needed. I counted not right. That's really the honest truth. So I'm gonna frame these two walls. I need another 20 studs, or at least 20 more 8-footers. So I'm gonna make sure that these walls get completely framed before I start cutting the other stuff. So what did I just say, 20, 27, 29? So I brought out my chop saw. Oh my God, that's alcohol abuse. Oh my God. Oh my. So I want my finished walls to be 7 feet tall. I did some math. I minus the 3 inches for the 2 top plates, or the top plate and the cap plate, as well as the bottom plate. That's a total of what, like 4.5 inches, 4.5 minus from 7 feet is 79.5, I think. Man, I'm a heroin addict. 79.5. Not really, I'm just kidding. I don't do heroin. So I have set my chop saw up so I can knock these out real quick. I screwed the saw down, and I screwed some blocks down, and I also screwed a stop block down right at 79.5 inches. So I take that, put that there, and cut it. I've checked it 10 times, and that's a perfect stud right there. So now I can put it in place. I'll just take them off my pile, set it up, butt it into my block. Make sure I'm running nice and tight across the back of the saw. I'm into my block. All these blocks are gonna get saved for, you wouldn't believe, like a lot of different things. I'm gonna use it all over the place. Like right here, this is a stud block stud, so I need a block. So I'm just gonna place that block on there for me later. Even if it falls on the ground, it'll be ready. I'll be ready to go. When I used to frame, we did like multi-million-dollar houses. I mean, huge, 15,000 square foot houses, and I would get a list to cut, and it would be like 500 studs plus. I mean, it was insane. This, I need what, 30 studs? That's cute. That's a cute house. If you're gonna set up a stop block like I've done, I always recommend you check it. 79.5. Within a 30 seconds gonna be all right. But I would check it every 10 to 20 to 30 pieces. It's only 30 studs, so. You could cut 2, 3 of these at the same time. You stood them up on edge and did all that stuff, but I mean, for the few seconds it takes to cut one at a time, ultimately you're gonna end up with a better product. So I got all my studs cut for that side. I need to cut some jacks. Now, all my windows are gonna be, and my door are gonna be up tight to the top plates. So I'm just gonna put a 3.5 inch header instead of using 2x6. It's not gonna be carrying that much weight. So I got that block already set up, and since I said I was gonna do a 3.5 inch or 2x4 header, I can take this block, place it against my stop block. That automatically makes these 3.5 inches shorter. Makes sense to you? Makes sense to me. Ready to start framing. What a beautiful thing. Framing, make you go insane. Framing.
Sounds good to me.
So I'm going to prefab all my jacks and studs. Some of them have blocks attached to them, so I've nailed that on. That's like pro level right there. You might not want to get to that level. You might want to stay amateur. But I'm using like 3.5 inch nails. I think that's what they are. It might be 3.25 inch smooth nails. So I want to put it on a severe angle so it doesn't burst out the other side. I'm going to flush these up nice and pert. I'm going to pull those tacks out that are holding these bad boys together. Now I got a slice in this one. So this is the bottom plate. Did you screw up at life? I think you did. And this is the bottom plate. This is going to be a 1/4 inch shorter. Don't forget that, please, Dad. Don't forget it. Oh, here comes the water. It's a whole lot of beefy happening right there. I am just putting 2 nails into each stud. There's a jack, obviously I'm going to do 4. Making sure it's flush and also running square to my plate. On the ends I'm doing a stud block stud, so I'm just going to use a block down here to make sure I got my spacing right. I'll put that block right in the middle. Some people will say you should just put 3 blocks. I mean, I ask you why, and you say some heinous ass response. I need like 30 more studs. I can't believe how bad I fucked that up. So I gotta figure out my cripples for the window. Now some people will notch this jack out, or basically cut like a small cripple and then put a sill into this king stud. You know, I don't really feel like that's needed. I'm just gonna add an extra cripple in here to support the sill. I think this is much stronger, but you know how YouTube goes. People are gonna get angry. So I'm gonna measure down right here. 27.5 is my total opening. Another 1.5 inches down is 29 inches. So that will be my sill. And from the bottom plate to that mark, 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at 47. Oh, the water's running. Finally, I can fill my water tanks. 47. What a lack of camera angles, right? Couldn't agree more. Also need a sill. That's going to be the exact opening. Is 62 inches. And I need some head. Everybody needs some head. So it's 62 plus 3.5. Need a double dose. Could you have ordered not enough studs? 99.9% sure you didn't. What a fuck up. Let's beat the shit out of it for a second, right? So I've got everything to make the window opening. I got my sill, got my cripples, but I've got like this hovering shitty floor. So we're gonna do our best right here. So first thing I'm gonna find my top of my sill. I got some wane right here, some rounded edges on this board. I want this to be the top. So I'm gonna place this in here like this, because that's the sill. I'm gonna transfer these marks that are on the bottom plate. Throw that up there for a second. Take these cripples. Where'd that sill go? It's right here. Good job. Damn, that looks good. Nail that up. The bottom of this whole wall is framed. Oh, that's a black nail. Damn, Daniel. Oh, look at it. It started turning colors. Very cool. I didn't really need the fingernail. Good thing it's gone. It would have sucked to have something that I need. You know? I mean, come on. Let's be honest. There's another beer down. Beer down.
Oh my God, oh my God. Come on.
Man, I breathe heavy. But that's 250 nails. Haven't even finished framing one wall. I'm gonna switch back to Red Bull and vodka in like 2 minutes. That is how you frame a wall. Just need the cap plate. If that guy is still watching, it's a cap plate. Are you happy? Okay? Did I get it right this time? Gee, negative little motherfucker. Learn how to freaking talk to people. There's no way I bought enough studs. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I literally need like double what I ordered. What an idiot. I need like 100 studs, not 50 studs. Oh, it hurts my head that I fucked up that bad. Look at that. That's like beetle kill pine. You know people that pay extra for that shit. So I want to tie all my top plates in together. So this top plate is going to stop 3.5. I'm going to go just a hair more, maybe like 3 5/8 back. And then this back wall right here, when I stand it up, there'll be a cap plate on top of that, and it'll run into this wall and it'll tie it all in together. And I believe it's code. Now in the middle of the wall, I've got the exact same thing. I've got another part where this could be, I need to tie it in, so. I mean, that works, 10 feet. On the money. How are we looking? Probably not 10 feet though. Yep, 10 foot, 1/2 inch. don't show people this extension cord. They'll get very mad, especially the electricians. They hate me. Now, if you had any type of wane on this board, you know, that rounded edge, you'd want to put that down and have a nice square edge up top. It's going to help you later. I'm sure it will. If I had my tools on me, you know what I preach, practice what you preach, but you don't practice what you preach. You're just an idiot. Let's try this. I've never tried this before, but put a nail, bend it over. Peanut! Ooh, she's gonna die one day. Come here! You still with me after that scream that I just did? Let's see if this works. It's working so far. Flush it up. Put a nail. Now right here, I've got that split in the top plate. I'm gonna put 2 nails on each side of that to hold that together real well. And put 2 nails every 16 inches. Basically right over the stud. I normally go a little bit off because your rafter is gonna sit on top of that, and you don't want your nails to be in the way when you're nailing your rafter in. Make sense? Made sense to me. And then we need one more cap plate. Cap plate. Minus 3 5/8. 64. 1, 2, 3 5/8. 60 3/8. 60 3/8. Look at all that firewood I'm making. I'm so proud of myself. Some clean framing this kid's throwing down right there. Clean framing. I kind of want to stand that up, but it won't be a good idea if I do. So what I'm going to do is push this wall that way. Frame this wall that goes here on top of it. And then I can stand that one up and struggle. It'll be funny when I struggle to lift that one. But I'll lift this, right? Yeah, I will. I'll pee blood for a week, but I'll lift it. I'm so mad that I don't have enough to frame the other wall, though. That really pisses me off. Oh yeah, feeling good. Remind me when you see me screwing up later, at the top of the walls over there, not down here. I'm gonna make that mistake. Top of the walls up there. Make that correction right now. I want my headers to be 3 1/2 inches thick, so I'm gonna put a piece of 1/2 inch in between the two 2x4s. 3 3/8, 7, 10 1/2. You stay on different sides of all those lines, everything will work out well for you. I know there's no like concept of time, but my water tanks are still getting filled up, so they've been very low. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a sill. Ready to frame that bad boy up. Tell you what. What are you doing, Payne?
Chilling out, relaxing on cool.
All right, I need something to eat. So as you can tell, it's a totally new day. Like it's the next day. And I went out and purchased 50 studs. Don't need 50, but I guarantee I'll probably end up being short because I'm an idiot. That's a thing. And I also got my ridge beam, which I had forgot to order. So I got some 2x6 doubles. I'm gonna nail them together and make a structural ridge. And I'm gonna do something different on this one than normal. But I'm gonna get going and start framing the rest of this. And I'll probably frame the 3 right on top of this. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. Where can I put the drink so it's safe? I should have got a really, really big tarp and just covered this whole area. Give me like a 200 square foot tarp, just cover it. If you guys do have really like specific questions about framing, I really wanna know what they are. I don't like saying that I'm an expert in framing, but I've done it for years. And so it's something that I'm comfortable with. So when you get to that point where you're like good at something, it's hard to teach other people how to do it because to me, it's just second nature. It's like, this goes here, nail it there. It's a mindless job for me. But I know a lot of you guys are building tiny houses with zero experience. So if you got any like specific questions, please throw them down in that comment section, and I will do my best to address them. I'm gonna turn some music on. You might get a little audio clip here and there, but other than that, I'm going back to work. Leave your questions down below, please. So the 50 studs that I was short, that was like a $200 mistake. So it was like a huge mistake that I made. Need a jack, 3.5 less, plus another quarter, so 3 3/4. Bingo bango. We got it. What you need, I got it. I mean, it's a good thing I wasn't alive in the 60s, because I would just be a waste of life. Or was it the 70s? They need to make framing pants. Pants that are just set up for framers. Danger, danger, danger. I'd give you a tip on that, but just don't do that. That would be better. So I want these shorter walls, their cap plate, the top plate, or the plate that goes on top of your ones that you've already laid out. I want these to hang over on both sides 3.5 inches. This is gonna tie these longer 2 walls in together. So this is gonna be the front of the trailer. It's gonna be a screened-in porch, and I'm gonna do knee walls onto it, but I haven't decided what height I like for the knee wall. This is basically where my dining room table will be. There'll be like a cantilevering countertop on it. Oh, it'll probably be right around the 30-40 inch range, but I'd rather stand these walls up and get a feel for it before I commit to putting in the cripples and the sill and getting all that locked in. I'm really taking my time to make sure everything's flush on top, flush on the outside. Everything's nice and neat. Everything's tight. My joints are all tight. It might look like I'm moving a little quick, but I did this one time in my life. I played with wood. I did it. I'm not lying to you. I literally played with wood. But that wall's done. I know it might look confusing, but that's it. Pretty sick, eh? I think it is. 2 more walls to go. Oh, the hangover is gonna be a thing tomorrow. It's Tuesday's tip with Dan. Just giving you the tip. Not really though. What is that? That's 5. That's 6. You need 10. God, every single board is ugly. All right, I need top plates, cripples, and sills. Still need a bunch of other shit. It's getting too dark to film though. So I am gonna continue framing. I'll probably get the rest of these up tonight. I'll probably set the camera up in that direction, filming this way. I'm gonna turn that light on right there. But because of the time restraints that I have right now in my life, I really don't have time to do this project, and this is going to be the last time I have for like 2 months. So if I can get this main structure up and then start worrying about the rafters, it'll be good. I want to do a film that is titled like Tiny House Framing 101, and I just need to get a big whiteboard so I can do it. And I think that's going to be more educational to people that are wanting to frame versus a video like this. But if you did like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment questions down below, and I will do my best to address them in that Framing 101 video. That's a good idea. We should do that. Definitely leave your questions down below, and I'll try to address them. Lighting's horrible, sorry. I'll try to do the best I can to answer them in future videos. Sorry this project hasn't gone like I wanted it to, and I'm very thankful that it was not a sponsored video, because it was very close to being a completely sponsored project, but that fell through. Let me tell you, this is not going to be the last tiny house that I frame, that's for sure. You're listening to the Rode microphone, and this is the wireless lapel mic, the one that I love. So this is, I'm too drunk to do any type of math. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. We're gonna lift this one up, and you'll hold it for a minute. I'm gonna stand that back one up. I'll tie it in and lock it in, and then we'll stand this other one up, and then we'll be good. It's gonna be a house in 2 seconds.